This video will go over routing, different ways to route, as well as pulling information from a draw file so that you can add that to your route. So I have two different data sets on here. I have a list of customers that are around. I'm going to use a list around the Portland area. I also have Costco's across the USA that I'm going to use for showing how to extract data in Canada. So the first thing I'm going to do is just show off some basic routing features. So our route tool is at the top. It looks like this little green car here, and when you click on it, there's different options. The first one is if you wanted to add it in a location. If you want to type in something manually, you just would type it in there. With the program, you can choose to click on an individual point. So I can click on this little point here, and I can choose to click on this little green car, and I can set that as a start. I can click on my next point, and I can choose to set that as a stop. And then finally, if it's a real basic route, I can click on this green dot and add that as a finish. I'm going to click Get Route and Directions, and it's going to optimize me going through points A, B, and C. In the program, you can click on this little pencil here, and you can choose to change your start time. You can also click on the little pencil for one of your stops and change the stay for time. You're going to notice that mine automatically has a stay for time for 1 hour. And that's because in my initial data set that I brought in, I chose to throw in a column that says stay for. And I put 60 minutes next to all of those customers in my Excel spreadsheet. Once you have that column and you import your data set, you can use it by clicking on options in the route window. And I can just check this box to import arrival time. I'm not using my arrival time for this demonstration. I'm just going to use my stay for, and I click set options. And so then once I build a route, it automatically has those durations in there. If I were to add in another point, you'll notice that it has stay for 1 hour as well. So that's if you automatically want to bring in your stay for times. So I'm going to go ahead and clear out of this route, and we're going to zoom over to Canada, and we'll take a look at our draw files, how to use those to create marketing lists. So I'm going to zoom in around Toronto. Sometimes you have a route around a major city like this, and it doesn't exactly follow a territory, but you have designated areas you want to follow. So you can use our draw tools at the top. When you click on this little pull down list, there's a circle, polygon, freeform. Those are probably the ones I use most often. There's also drive time, rectangle, line, and so on. You can drop text if you want. For this, I'm going to use polygon, and I'm going to just follow my own shape. I can draw whatever I want. I can also, if I don't like the way that I've drawn my line, I can kind of edit it after the fact as well. I'm going to just go ahead and go over here and complete my shape. Once I come back to the beginning, there's going to be a box that pops up with my properties for this draw file. And you're going to see that my polygon box, and in here I can change the color. I can change the outline if I wanted to, anything I like. Let me make that a little lighter here. And we can show text if we just wanted to throw in an identifier there, make it bold. You'll notice also that my points are kind of hidden behind this polygon. So if I were to click on this polygon, you'll see I have my properties, and that'll make that color box come back for my different polygons. And I have this change order box. And if I click on that, then I can choose to move my draw file behind my data sets so that those pop out a little bit so they're easier to see. Another thing about draw files, I can click on it, and if I click this summarize button, I can summarize information about the imported data sets. So let me just tidy this up here. I can choose to look at a total population that's estimated within that area or other demographic data. I can also look at information from my imported spreadsheet. So if I wanted to just at a glance see the count and maybe the sales total of what I can expect within the area, I can see that I have 3 customers and estimated about $106,000 in sales, and I can choose to add that to the map if I wanted to as part of Tim's area. Now, as far as routing goes, I can click on my route window to make that pop back up, and I can click my polygon again, and this time I can click my search button. I can use this drawing to find the list of customers, my Costco customers within that shape. Click next, and I give it a marketing list name. Call it whatever you like. and now I have my 3 customers that are within that area. If I want to make them all pop over to that window at once, I click this little add to route button and click this little car, and it'll have me calculating the quickest route through those locations. Now let's say that that's my route that I wanted to, but this little spot up here is actually my office area. That's where I'm starting from. I could choose to click on that little green car and set that as my start. I can choose to create that as a round trip as well, and I'm going to leave it as optimizing, and I can click to get route and directions. And so now I can see that I have an estimated 1 hour and 49 minutes. If I wanted to change the stay duration, I can click on that little pencil again, click the 10 minutes, save it, and get route directions. Once I have this, I can click this export button, and I can export that information to a PDF, HTML, CSV, or to a TomTom device. If you have any questions, please let us know. We're available through chat, email, and phone support. Thanks and have a great day.